Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com public Dr. Ved channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head Veterinary Medicine. Here we will see important zoonotic bacterial disease, gland and Farsi. In part 5, we will study details about the diagnosis because diagnosis is very much important because glanders and Farsi is notifiable disease under Glandaer and Farsi Act 1899. Friends, in this presentation we will discuss the diagnosis of glanders in detail. We have already seen characteristic clinical signs in various presentations, the acute form, chronic form, latent form. At the same time, there is nasal form, pneumonic form, or cutaneous form. So there is no any chance of misdiagnosis. Clinician can make diagnosis very easily. At the same time, characteristic necropsy lesions in nasal form, pneumonic form, and cutaneous form, there is enlargement of nodule, nodule regress, produce ulcer, and characteristic star-shaped stellate cicatrix. Clinician can collect the pus smears, stain with the gram staining. Gram-negative rod-shaped organism can be demonstrated. Clinician can collect the material, isolate the organism in the laboratory, and various clinical tests, allergic test called the Malin test, will discuss in detail in the subsequent presentation. Continue with the diagnosis that animal inoculation test, inoculation of the infective material into the laboratory animals, and the demonstration of Strauss reaction. Detail we will see in subsequent presentation. There are specific and more diagnostic serological tests, fluorescent antibody technique, complement fixation test, indirect hemagglutination test, conglutine complement absorption test, ELISA test. These are the important confirmatory diagnostic tests. Recently, there are molecular tests applied for the diagnosis, which also confirm PSR and real-time PCR are the two important tests for the confirmatory diagnosis of the glanders. There are various allergic tests. It is called as a Malin test. They are just same as that of tuberculin test, Jonin test, like that. Here the three tests are very important: subcutaneous or thermal test, ophthalmic test or conjunctival Malin test, and third test is intrapalpebral test or intradermopalpebral test, popularly known as IDP test. These tests are commonly employed under field condition for the diagnosis of glanders. These are the important tests, Malin test. We employ Malin test or allergic test for the diagnosis of glanders. Now what is Malin? Malin is a glycoprotein extracted from bacteria P. malai. This Malin is injected subcutaneous route in the infected animal. And when it is given to the subcutaneous route in the infected animal, it demonstrates hypersensitivity reaction, and it generally results a swelling, inflammatory reaction at the site of injection in the infected animal, and that suggests a positive animal or negative animal. Here we will discuss subcutaneous or thermal Malin test. Here the 1 ml myelin is injected subcutaneously. The positive reaction, there is swelling at the site of injection in 24 to 48 hours. At the same time, there is rise in temperature 2 degree Fahrenheit and more in 24 to 48 hours is considered as positive animals. There is no swelling, no rise of temperature in the negative animal. So this test is called as subcutaneous because myelin is injected subcutaneous. This test is called as thermal myelin test because here there is rise of temperature by myelin injection. So it is a thermal test. Another myelin test is an ophthalmic test or conjunctival myelin test. It is ophthalmic because this test is performed in eye. Conjunctival because myelin is instilled in conjunctival sac. Now here the myelin is instilled 1 to 2 drops into the conjunctival sac. If the animal is positive, it shows a positive reaction within 6 to 8 hours, very quick. The positive reaction is there is reddening of conjunctiva and clear-cut painful swelling of the conjunctiva. We can see it from a distance with a purulent yellow exudate from the eye. In negative animal, there is no swelling, no such reaction. So this is very quick field test. Another important myelin test, which is more confirmatory, intrapalpebral test or intradermopalpebral test, IDP test. Intradermopalpebral because the myelin is injected intradermally in palpebral area, lower eyelid. This is a very important routine test for the glandular. Remember, here 0.1 ml myelin is injected intradermally into the lower eyelid. That is the palpebral region, lower eyelid. After giving injection, the test is interpreted after 36 to 48 hours. In positive reaction, there is an extensive localized edematous swelling of the eyelid. The clinician can see from distance there is extensive edematous swelling. At the same time, there is congestion of conjunctiva and mucopurulent discharge. In negative animal, there is no such reaction is observed. Important test, Strauss reaction. Here, the male guinea pigs are selected and injected intraperitoneally or subcutaneously suspected material. The suspected material from the clinical case is injected into the male guinea pig intraperitoneally or subcutaneously. In positive reaction, there is local reaction at the site of injection, that is peritonitis, and purulent inflammation of testicular tunica vaginalis within 2 to 3 days, and there is development of painful orchitis. This type of reaction is called as Strauss reaction. The infected material contains infection and it produces orchitis. That is Strauss reaction. Clinician must know what samples to be collected to send to the laboratory and for the diagnosis. Pus material that is very easily available from draining lymph node or a lymph node discharge or a swab of the pus that can be collected and sent to the laboratory for diagnosis. Friends, we have discussed here the diagnosis in detail, clinical diagnosis, clinician cannot miss. At the same time, laboratory diagnosis and allergic tests are also described in detail. Please share this valuable information to veterinary friends and students. To promote the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.